Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft server play. I realized that I totally didn't say in the video, probably was in the description, but I am playing on FTB Infinity, the 1.7.10 version. It is on a server I am currently playing on. Hopefully maybe my friends or somebody will want to join me eventually. But anyway, without further ado, this episode I want to get into getting like Tinker's Construct stuff up and going and tools and stuff. And also the farm is going wonderfully. And I've literally collected more stuff than can fit inside the thing. The irrigation system is wonderful. The only thing that I'm having a problem with is not really a problem, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to actually get it automatically filled, because at the moment it is not automatically filling. I also made a seed analyzer, which basically you put in seeds and then it'll analyze it and it'll give you its like growth, strength, whatever. Right now there's nothing special about the seeds because I haven't started crossbreeding. I will probably get into that soon because I want to get some sugarcane seeds growing, and yes, there are literally sugarcane seeds. But anyway, without doing that right now, I'm actually going to get going on some Tinker's Construct stuff like I just said. Basically there is a what are they called? Village over that way. You see the red, not that one, not the dark oak tree, the red village. And so I'm gonna head over there, and I will come back on as soon as I get there. I'm gonna collect some things from there that I can actually use to help me get started with Tinker's Construct without having to make too much, and I'll show you how to make them. But this way I have it all made, and I can kind of work on some other stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are at the farm. We got a Coven Witch here, or Amaranth, obviously, not the Coven Witch, that would be bad, they'd want to kill me. But anyway, we have a lot of stuff we can actually loot from here. Obviously, there's always stuff in here that I can grab. Let's put on that, steel leggings, because those are definitely going to do us some good. You know, I'll just grab the furnaces. You know what? No, the furnaces can... No, I'll grab them. I feel bad taking everything from here, but it's not like they use it, so it's not going to matter. And then, of course, we have all of the stuff from here, like I was talking about. Did I not come with an empty inventory? Okay, we're good. It's decently empty. But basically, it always comes... Each village usually has something like this. Oh, hey, he has one of those cool hats. Each village usually comes with one of these little Tinker's Construct smelteries. It's not a real smeltery. It's basically just the foundation, because you have to have certain blocks that make it a real smeltery. But we're going to basically rebuild this at home. So I'm going to actually grab all of this, as well as some stuff from the Tinker's Construct rooms over there, or houses over there. There are two of them. I did kind of scope out the village. You'll see in one of them I had to set up a bed because it was nighttime and I would have died. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. I needed that. I needed that. What do we have? We can make... I think we can use this dark steel. Maybe, I don't know. Let's find out. This was the one that no, this wasn't the one I had to make a bed in. It is this one. So, okay, close the door. There we go. I guess we can actually make one out of this stuff. We do have a little bit of stuff here. Paper pickaxe head. What do we got over here? We got... Usually there's some stuff in here. Slimy pickaxe head. This will do for now. We'll make one of these. Let's get a binding. I don't really want to use that binding. It's not... Bone binding, I guess, wouldn't be a bad idea. Flint binding is better yet than any of them. And then we still have to make a bod binding. Now, I'm going to show you all exactly what I'm talking about right now at some point in this episode when I get to actually build my own. But as of right now, I am trying to just get one going so that I can mine the rest of that. But basically, you can build stuff out of all this pickaxe stuff. First noob. We'll call it the first noob because it's not really the best pickaxe, but, you know, it's pickaxe. So... we can grab some of the stuff while we're at it here. Let's only grab the good stuff. So, cactus binding is not too hard to come by. This is all pretty decently, like, not that great, you know what I mean? But we got stuff in here like the the obsidian binding, the slimy pickaxe head, cactus pickaxe head, paper pickaxe head binding. You know what, we're going to leave these 2 pickaxe heads though. And then we'll leave our bed as well. We'll end up coming back to this village. Well, I probably will. By myself not in a video. And I usually like taking all their food. They got a ton of potatoes here. So we're going to take all of it. The seeds we'll leave because we have plenty of those at home. It is becoming nighttime though, so I'm going to grab... Let's see, I'll show you what's in this one, and then I will meet you all back at my base with all the materials that I take. I'll grab the rest of those. But let's see, we got a copper pickaxe head. That will do. Iron. Let's see, what else do we got? A wooden pan, a slimy crossbar. What do we got in here? Paper, iron shovel head. That's great. And then the rest is pretty ordinary. But I wanted to see if I can't get some of my stuff. Like, we'll leave that, we'll leave the oak wood, and then we'll try and grab all of these stations so that we don't have to make our own. Basically, we need the station, the part builder, and we need a tool station. We're also going to need a pattern chest, but there's a lot of patterns in there, and I'm not sure that I want to go through that, so we'll make our own pattern chest and patterns. Let's sleep through the night, though. Like I said, I will meet you all back at the base. Alright, so I am back home here now, or at the base, whatever you want to call it, and I got out one of my books. Now, this is one of the first books we get. It kind of shows you basically just how to make everything, but I'm going to show you here. I've already got most of it, but one of the few things you're going to want a couple blank patterns, and I mean more than a couple, because those are basically the foundation of the mod. Then you're going to want a stencil table, and a tool station, and a part builder, and then this is optional, the chest, but we actually don't have a chest. And upon building the chest, you'll get a lot of stuff. But you'll see if you grab all of this stuff, it'll actually give you these books as well, any of the parts that you build. I built them all because we have plenty of wood at the moment, but really all I needed was the pattern chest because of what I got from the village. I already got the stencil table, the part builder, and the tool station. Now I cleared out a nice little area right here. Let's throw all of these inside of a chest because we don't need any of them until maybe later we could use them. I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. But we'll see. Right now I just wanted to get a little area cleared out. I know it looks ugly in there, but it's going to be completely covered up with these seared bricks. First I want to take a look at some of the books though with you all. So basically we got all those tables, and the tool forge will come later. I'll show you what the concept of that is. Drying racks, those are, you'll see later. I don't know if I'll end up using them or not. But we don't really need too much of this other stuff. The punji sticks are kind of cool for traps early on. Barricades are nice. Seared bricks and grout we're going to actually have to make in this episode. I will show you in a minute why. But now it'll show you the books that you can make, and the final one will be that one. The black book, which is the smelting book, and I don't have one right now because we haven't made any smelting materials, but you will see as soon as I do. Now this is basically, I know I'm going kind of fast, like I said, I want to try and keep these videos to about 15 minutes. So this this book basically shows you how to make all the tools. As you saw earlier, I made an improvised tool that I actually have now inside this chest. It wasn't the greatest tool. As you can see, its mining speed is really low. Its stone bound modifier is not too great. Well, it's not very far down yet. Plus, it doesn't have a very good it has a lot of durability. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a very good mining level. It can only mine stone, so no redstone, none of that fantastic stuff that you always want with it. But basically, those parts are all going to combine inside of these tables. Now this is where I want to start. Usually I do. We grab a couple different materials. Upon the first ones are probably the pattern, blank patterns. Now you're going to put these inside of a stencil table. And if you see right here, it shows you how to make different stuff. Now these are a little messed up in terms of the fact that they don't show the good texture because the texture is probably not added, but we're not going to go to those. We're actually going to start with a simple tool rod. The first 3 things you're going to want are a tool rod, a tool binding, and a pickaxe head. These are usually the first ones that you're going to want upon making different stuff. And then you can actually throw them inside the pattern chest. As long as your part builder is attached to the pattern chest in some way, it will connect. And then what you're going to do is you can make these materials by throwing in cobblestone, wood, a lot of different stuff. Metals, however, will actually have to be upgraded using this seared brick smeltery that I'm going to show you in just a minute here. But first, we're going to grab some stone building materials. And then the pickaxe head, finally, you saw there, these only cost 1.5, so that's why I was able to make both with one piece of cobble. The pickaxe head, however, costs one full cobble piece. So now we're going to throw all those down and go to the tool station finally, where we can actually build a multitude of things, and it shows you what parts you're going to need. So this is kind of your reference. I don't want to go through too much and spend too much time on it, but you are able to do that. Now the one we want to go to is the pickaxe head, and you can throw all these in, or you can shift click, and you're going to make a stone pickaxe. You can actually name them as well. Stone pick. Or some clever name that you have, but I'm probably not going to end up using this for too long, because as you can see, it's pretty similar to the other one. It's got a very low mining speed and not a very great mining level. It has a better mining level than the other one, but not as great as it could be. So next, I actually want to go to bed so that I can show you the next thing in the daytime, because it's going to be dark in there anyway, and I kind of want to show you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so as you'll see in the books here, we want to get some grout. I think it's this book. Grout. No. I guess it was the other book. Alright, so grout will be probably toward the end. And yes, grout. Okay. So you need sand, gravel, and clay, all of which we happen to have a healthy amount of at the moment, I think. Maybe not gravel. No, we have a good amount of gravel. But we do have definitely a massive amount of clay from all the mining that I've done in the sea. But basically, we're going to combine all these. Now, you can shift-click, of course, so maybe that's something you'd want to do. I don't know. You can shift-click in this recipe. Now, we're going to make as much as we can. The thing, though, is we have to throw these in the furnace. And we don't exactly have the greatest supply of everything, so we're going to end up grabbing a couple sets of sticks. And let's see if we can't make a lot of them. And then we'll throw those in. While those are cooking up, I'm going to show you the foundation. Now, the foundation you're going to want to make completely out of regular stone bricks, the bottom. Now, you can actually, if I can show you here, you can actually change them with the chisel. I guess not that way, but you can throw them in here. I guess I was wrong. I know there's a way that you can change them with the chisel blocks. I'm not sure how. But for now, we'll just go with the regular blocks. Oh, I think I know what it is. So anyway, you're going to want to also you can put the back or anything however you want it. Basically, even the sides you can do that way. Because for right now, we're gonna begin with something else. Or begin in a different way than normal. You want to now have these three spots probably open, and probably even this one, to be honest, but we don't have a very good setup going on here, so I'm going to have to cut out some stuff here, and it's not going to look pretty, but I promise I will fix it in between episodes, and it will look nice as soon as we all get back. And I'll show you the reason why we had to do all that in just a minute. So, alright, so I'm back, and I made a couple of these seared bricks, and I'm going to show you what we needed them for. The first of which would be the smeltery controller. Now, upon making the smeltery controller, you'll get your smelting book. Let me clear out my inventory a little bit so that I can kind of show you what all of these things are going to do. The smeltery book gives you kind of an introduction of what you're going to need, all of which we pretty much have except for the seared tank, the smeltery controller, and the casting table. Now, we just made the controller, so now let's make the tank. We definitely need a tank because otherwise you can't store any liquid lava or anything to make the... I'm I'm sorry, to make stuff, basically. You need some sort of fuel, which is lava, and then the seared faucet. Now I'm going to show you how to use all of these. Actually, we do need one more thing. That's going to be this seared drain. I will show you what all of them are for in just a minute, but you just saw that recipe. Let's go ahead and get to building so that I can finish the episode up here in the next few minutes. I know this looks ugly. I'm going to try and cover it up as much as I can. That might need to be taken care of. We'll probably put something underneath it. Essentially, you have to have all the blocks filled in before anything will become a full multi-block structure. But let's go ahead and get that done then. The drain is the last piece, and then you can make it as tall as you want. There's actually different variations of stuff you can use to cover the walls. It doesn't just have to be the regular ones. You can actually use, here you'll see seared glass, and that is essentially, let's see, maybe we have enough to make one real fast. I don't believe we do, but you never know. No, we don't. We definitely don't. How many more glass? I thought we had more glass. We only have one more. Okay, so we don't have enough. But basically, you can make glass and then cover it up that way, and then that way you can kind of see what's going on inside the smeltery. I don't really mind, so I'm just going to cover it with regular bricks. Now, that is bigger, you can see, than it normally would be, because if I take that block off, now the multi-block structure is only one layer tall. If you add a layer, then it becomes bigger, and you have more space to put stuff inside. Now, the reason that I'm not going to be able to show any making anything today is because we don't have any lava. I'll have to go on the search for that and probably just bring back buckets for now. But I want to show you the last part. Essentially, when lava's in here, and you can basically put in anything like copper, or you can put in the actual blocks themselves, and this is why this doubles as a great alternative to a lot of things. Because you can put in stuff like the iron gravel ore, or just iron ore, and once it's inside, if we had lava, I would totally show you all, but we don't, so I'll show you next episode. You put the iron in, and it will smelt it up, and it'll actually double the ore. Like some of the machines inside of the FTB pack, it will double the ore, and you can pour it out using this mechanic here, the seared faucet and a casting table. You can also use the seared faucet and the casting basin, but we'll get to that at some point later on. We don't really need it yet necessarily. But for now, I'm actually going to stop right there. I'll show you a little bit in the book before we go on how you make the stuff with the casting table and whatnot. There's also casting channels which kind of guide them to stuff. But what we want to show you is going to be how to make these, essentially. These things are what you're going to end up using on here, but you can't use the wooden ones because they'll light on fire, so you actually need a specific version of these, and those are going to be the casting plates. Casts. So blank casts, iron casts, ingot cast, tool rod cast, pickaxe cast, something like that. You're going to use all of those to pour the liquid into, and then that way you can make iron ore, or you can just make iron ingots, or just the pickaxe heads themselves. I'll show you all that next episode because we are running out of time, but I will end up pouring lava in here and probably doubling up some ores because I definitely am in need of iron, mainly because I want to add some more faucets to our garden so that they spread out and hit all this, because right now none of this is getting hit and a lot of this is not getting hit right here. So I'll have to do that in between episodes, but when I come back, I will show you all exactly how to make tools and whatnot, and that'll be the next episode. Episode 3, we'll be making tools and using this smeltery, as well as maybe, if we have time, I don't know, making some other cool things. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.